I think Lower Manhattan has been through a number of serious attacks, whether it's 9/11 or the year we had a 25 million square feet of empty space in Lower Manhattan, and somehow we come back, we rebuild, we reinvest, and that's exactly what's happening right now. And I think Sandy will only result in a better Lower Manhattan.
I am so proud of how the industry has stepped up in response to Sandy. You know, I'm also chair of the Mayor's Fund, which has essentially been the rescue fund for the city to respond to Sandy. We've raised over $51 million, and no industry has been more generous than real estate. And the fact is, that's the case crisis after crisis, time after time. The real estate industry always steps up when the city needs us.
I think that people have relatively short memories, and certainly people are going to want to live near the waterfront. I think people probably will want to continue to work near the waterfront as well. But I think that the impact will be relatively minor, other than with regard to potential building code changes.
A positive impact, because I think it's gotten the city government, state government, and the owners starting to think about resiliency and what we should be doing in our own properties. The government has a responsibility, and we as property owners have a responsibility. So it's figuring out what the best practices are.
What it's caused us to do is understand some of our limitations downtown. Our buildings will be renovated much more intelligently, and you really got to sort through product. And things are up and running. I mean, you have parts that 95% of the commercial product is back. It not only showed our capability, our ability to get things up and running.
This has a little bit of a lingering effect in the sense that buildings that were affected were underwater for a considerable period of time. Took some time to get them back up and running. The switchgear, the elevators, all those things that were sort of flooded out, it's taken time. The bottom line is that downtown is fine. Downtown is one of the most exciting places to be. It will rebound. Those buildings are back online now. And the lessons learned are that we have to figure out where we're going to put our infrastructure in the future if an extraordinary hurricane like that recurs.
We're not seeing anybody run to Midtown. I think that the landlords downtown are doing everything they possibly can to make sure the tenants are comfortable and are operating. And with regards to the residential, the long-term impact, unfortunately, it's going to take its toll, especially on valuations on the short term.
If we learned one thing from Sandy, is that there will be other Sandys. And what we're going to have to do is simply make ourselves able to sustain subsequent Sandys. So it's going to take money, it's going to take time, effort, energy, it's going to take direction, it's going to take government interaction, but it will all be there because it needs to be done.